Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here and we're off for the finale of A Hat in Time. In the last episode, after completing all 4 peaks of Alpine Skyline, the infestation happened. Those spores poisoned and corrupted the goats of the village and was poisoning the atmosphere, but we took care of it. We were the exterminator and we brought peace back to the area and the whole entire area was complete. And after handing in all but 2 of our tokens, because we've got 1 left to grab, which is in the final level, that's where we gotta go. We are almost done. We're gonna take out Moustache Girl, teach her a lesson, and, well, stop her from ruining the timeline. And get our timepieces back so we can finally go home. But the thing is, this eye that's just here for some reason, you've only got to do this once, by the way. We gotta take out 3 different things in order to actually get through here. I need the ice hat. I've changed my hats and my dye accordingly, so we are all ready with our best stuff, ready to continue on. And there are still PC/console differences even in this very episode. And once we're done, the next episode will be covering mostly mod bonuses that are exclusive to the PC version from Steam. Time's End, the finale. Let's go. I love the glow of the timepieces on Moustache Girl in that image. And she has got a utopia happening here. She has a castle. What is going on? Can't turn the camera, it seems. Take one. You can take one. Number 153. Okay. What is everyone doing here?
Kid, I'm trying to keep.
What's everyone doing here?
I've been in hot kitchens before, but this is something else. I don't know how you're not breaking a sweat, but I'm really cooking. Maybe you can skip the queue and find out who's the head chef here, kid.
I think we already know, considering these gold statues of her. Blindfolded? Don't know what that's about. Tip the scales? What is this, some sort of metaphor?
Beat it, kid. I'm trying.
It's just like Time Island covered in lava, only different.
Oh, it's so hot out here, my liquid is almost boiling.
That's not good, considering that's all that you are left.
The boss will get us out of this. DJ Grooves is a star, you know?
Look, kid, I gotta be frank. Of all the places I've been visiting, this is unquestionably the worst.
Don't blame me, mate.
You've gotta go in there and show that girl who's boss, so that I can get back on the moon. The moon was much more fun than this. I believe in you, kid.
Oh, thanks for putting your faith in me, good sir. Considering that she stole my stuff, I'm going right in there right now.
Greetings, fellow alleged criminal. There are very many of us.
Yeah, I know, everyone's here.
In hindsight, maybe I could have done better with my life.
Anxious. Sweat through soup.
I don't think that's what's making you sweat, mate.
Judged on crime or cooking. Not sure which is scarier.
I'm really not getting to work on time.
Lag spike there, sorry about that, guys. Don't know what happened
We'll
there.
learn together. Soon.
I could just chuck you in right now. Oh, you actually want to speak to me proper.
We are all here for crimes. Allegedly. What alleged crime did you commit, fellow criminal?
Not using my timepieces to snuff out evil?
What legal term would you use to describe your crime? I see. So, this is the face of...
Yeah, I just want my stuff back. Is that really a
I've
crime?
never done a crime in my life.
I mean, technically, she's the criminal. She stole my timepieces. Technically, all you did as well. And hit me. I see you there with your knife and blades. You sneaky cat, you. Stealing my hat. Can't really say that you're not going to get out of this.
You're here too, lass? What is this place? I've never broken a law in my life.
Excuse me?
Oh, whoever they are, I'm gonna be judged by some mustached, heartless, hood-wearing, statue-posing, castle-dwelling, ticket-giving picnic!
Okay!
Since when is being spooky a crime?
Not too sure. How are you doing, DJ Grooves? What have you got to say on the matter if you just heard what he just said?
Good to see you, darling. Nice to know I'm not the only superstar waiting around this tawdry place.
No hard feelings then, I take it.
Slide on up past those doors and find out who's calling the shots, won't you?
Yeah, sure. I guess that's a good way on patching things up. Wow, there's a lot of people that don't want to talk on this side.
What are we being judged for? All our movies were wholesome action flicks.
I don't know. I don't know what you could be. You guys could be judged for, like, I don't know, trying to. I don't know, actually. I was going to say hit me with, like, knives in DJ Grooves' thing, but you may not be that one.
This is perplexing. Why have we birds been gathered here? Do you know, fellow criminal?
Smoke, fire, burning bright.
Okay, I think that's everyone. Snatcher's chilling in the middle here. I guess we'll finish off with him. I mean, I think we all know what you're here for, but where the hell's Vanessa?
Hey, kid. How's that soul of yours? Still rattling around in there?
I've been better.
I'd love to know who thinks they're a big enough deal to judge me. So I've taken a few 100 souls. Big deal. Do us all a favor, kid. Go check out who thinks they're better than us and hit them.
Why not just slam them with a contract? Judge me well and I'll give you something, but then you take their soul when they're not looking.
I don't usually advocate that kind of thing, but this is pretty authoritarian.
Okay, so even the Snatcher's asking for our help without making us sign a contract in order to do it. We're not being forced, and plus we're here for our own personal reasons. Unless we're here to be judged as well. But you know what? Everyone wants us to cut the queue, so you know what? We're going to do just that. Jump the line and get ourselves in. That took a while, but I wanted to know what everyone had to say. And I think it's a nice wrap-up for seeing every character before we walk into the final level. Get fully healed in case you were careless enough to go into lava. And welcome to Moustache Girl's castle. Funnily enough, I can actually talk about this considering that the developer, the level developer live stream happened. The little commentary thing that happened, but I was going to pretty much mention this anyway because it's kind of a nice thing that I thought of personally, and I think that's what everyone else was or what the developers themselves were thinking of. That was dumb. You do not get the Floor is Lava achievement here, I'll say that right now. There's only one achievement we're going to get here, and that's pretty much having all 40 timepieces. And I don't really need to do this pollen cluster, but I'm going to do it anyway, because why the hell not? But, yeah, what I was saying is that this level is very Bowser's Castle-esque. It's very generic. It's like, it's the final level, it's going to be a castle level, it's going to have fire and brimstone.
Your back of the line ticket.
No, I'm not going to give you my ticket. Obviously, he does not want to continue progressing through this gauntlet. So we're going to have to be fighting different characters and literally either fight them to keep our ticket on being behind, because basically they do not want to get judged, they want to get a worse ticket so they stay back longer. But the problem is, that's not exactly really easy to do. I mean, we're going to be jumping the queue anyway, so what's the problem there? But what we're saying is like, a level is like just a fiery castle. It's the most generic you can get, especially in a 3D or 2D platformer. That is our final token right there, which of course they're going to stick it in the final level. In console version, no, in the PC version I believe. No, excuse me, console version, I am being correct. That is not the final token in this level, but it is for PC. I should have 3, I do have 3, that means that when I do one more spin, I have every token. And how the hell is this fire not actually, you know, not burning any of this wooden platforming? I have no idea. But yeah, it's like, considering that every area has been quite unique and not like, I mean, Subcon Forest was spooky, but at the same time it wasn't, it was also quite a sprawled out level. It doesn't follow the exact same tropes. Like, a Mafia Town wasn't a green hill zone or a, you know, a 1-1 in the traditional concept. The level 2 wasn't like a generic desert level or something or other. But finishing off with a fire level, a full-fledged fire level no less, is actually really cool. And it just, you know, makes everything flow really well. It's a nice little wrap-up. I need a brewing hat for this. Saying all that, though, it is a really good platforming challenge, and it can take you a while. You get checkpoints for every segment. It's a very long level. And then, obviously, you've got the final boss at the end. And plus, we haven't had that many fire levels in general anyway. I didn't time that right. So, it works really well. Anyway, in this box, I'm going to blow it up right now. In this box, in the console versions, is another, well, the final token on PC. It's not in the Steam and PC versions due to it being permanently missable, because when it was here before, it kind of spawns, but then it falls through the platform into the ether, and the game saves its coordinates for some reason, so you can't grab it unless you're really quick. So it's been removed in the PC versions, but it was kept in the console versions. Not entirely too sure how that works. Maybe it has something to do with Unreal Engine 3. Not entirely too sure, but that token does not exist in the PC versions, but it is there in the console versions. Not too sure if that's going to get changed later on, but it might. But with that, we have all collectibles, and I've covered all collectibles for the console as well. Not too sure why the camera just swiveled there, and you can bounce on those fiery eggs. Yeah, they're eggs, by the way, not actual fireballs, or cannons. And for some reason, my buttons aren't working. I need that. Sorry about that, that was a bit janky. I don't know what was going on there with my buttons. That was my fault, or my controller's fault, not the game. So, we're still pretty much in our first phase of this level, effectively. Yes, I'm taking a lot of damage, but I haven't died yet, at least. And I'm not exactly the best at this level, and you should see how... I did not even see those birds there. Wow. Home attack, please. This is not good foreshadowing for what's going to happen. Plus, this is a little bit mean of Moustache Girl for judging everybody. It's like, first you got to take a ticket and wait in my lava-filled domain. Then you got to go through this death trap of a castle where if you don't have a hookshot or the ability to fly, you can't go through most of this. And if you're not a small person, you can't double jump. You can't, like, power slide, like lunge or anything. By the way, speaking of lunging, do it here so you actually clear that. Do not jump in those panels. They're there to trick you. And I actually touched the fire there. That can't... Oh, no! He took my hat! You mug! Come back! I forgot that the cats were here as well. Okay, where are you? There you are. Got him. Right, got them back. Because we actually need our hat in order to get through that lava wall. It's actually green. It looks lava, but it ain't. It's the reflection. But yeah, you would call it a lava wall, and you would need to use your dweller mask in order to get through it. As I said, there were no more collectibles. We have literally got all of them other than our final timepiece. Our final star, our final golden banana. So we just need to fight our way to the end. Also, I better say right now that in the PS4 version of this game, there is a platinum achievement for basically getting all achievements, excluding the Just Why achievement because that doesn't actually exist on PS4. So I think I'm supposed to be using my time hat here. Thank God that doesn't actually void me out, but that was a bad jump on my part, and that actually voided me out. What? Okay, I did not expect that. I thought I would have been fine. So this lava is so strong, it would actually void us out. There, I did it that time. I grabbed these two heart ponds. They are very generous with the heart ponds, but they only appear on the safe points. If you're not at the checkpoints or a safe area, you're probably not going to be able to find ponds for quite a bit. Don't need you to tell me twice. I'm just trying to get through carefully. Oh, I just clipped the edge. That's annoying. And you don't want to jump over the top of them either, because I believe that fiery spurt can either catch you or it would actually spurt upwards, and we don't want that. Right, taking you out just for added assurance. We're getting a lot of money. Already 200 something. We already had barely 100 while ending off the other one. I accidentally hit the rumba in between recordings, so I got an extra 2 ponds, but oh well. So if there's a bit of inconsistency at the beginning of the video, I apologise for that. It wasn't intended, but it just sort of happened. I pressed the attack button. That damn rumba always getting in the way. And we're pretty much closing in on the end right here. I just don't want to get burned here, so I can actually do a proper jump here. There we are. Power slide! Oh, that was epic. Chicken? Did some birds get burned around here? We've got a bunch of hammers around here, so we've got to be careful here. Oh, I thought it was clear. I was actually smack bang middle of it. That sucks. But we get 4 heart ponds, even though you'll never need 4, because if you have 0 health, you're dead. We have made it to the end. I think it's time to put on our top hat and strut on in and claim our stuff back. And of course, a Mafia is being judged as we walk in. Things come full circle. The battle never ends, apparently, and it never will now until we stop this.
I didn't punch old man for like 2 days straight that one time.
Oh wow, what a touching story. Just kidding. Bad guy, next!
No!
I said next!
That is a trap door. He just sent that Mafia to his death. And considering that it was nothing but a river of lava, that's probably what was underneath there. Or a dungeon. Well, she said next. Have one little last play with our little toys. And let's get it moving. How did she get all these timepieces? They must be temporal duplicates.
Oh, it's you. You've been kinda a selfish little pest, but you haven't actually stood in my way. You get to go on. You're a good guy, I guess.
Really?
Go on! You get to live!
So you did kill that Mafia?
Next!
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that. She's letting me live. I don't know what she has planned. I gotta run!
Really? You're leaving? Not even going to put up a fight? Pathetic.
Yep, there's a bad end in this game. If you turn down the final fight once you even begin to start it, you get a bad end. The thing is, though, it's actually not gonna happen. With the support of our former allies, or enemies, however you want to look at it, we return! Yeah, you can do that as many times as you want, and you never actually get a game over or whatever. That's just like a fake ending, because as soon as we step forward, it will start again. Just thought I'd show that off, because otherwise I'll have to go all the way through this level again. And also, I'm thankful that we don't actually have to play through the level again if we have to actually do that. So, let's finish this.
Excuse me! Don't you dare get anywhere near me. I don't think you quite understand who's in charge, little missy. You know, I was willing to forgive you. I once thought we were gonna be best buds. But nope, you turned out to be rotten and selfish. Save the planet from bad guys. Psh, who needs that, am I right? Look at all I've done without you. I've restored justice. I am the justice. No more bad guys. Ever. I don't need you. This planet doesn't need you. Nobody will miss you, and nobody will care.
Okay, that's just rude.
You are the bad guy, and I'll show you how this justice system deals with bad guys.
Clearly she's not aware that stealing our own timepieces is exactly what her justice system's all about. Teaching bad guys not to be bad, and yet, or kill them because of it, and yet she's attacking us with her own timepieces, and she's able to have supernatural powers due to the time stream being completely controlled by her. That was an interesting homing attack. The best way to hit her is to just home attack and dodge as such. Keep sliding if possible. That I do not know how to dodge, so I do not know how people can do the one-hit hero with this. I have seen videos before, but it seems really frame perfect. It's ridiculous. That was cheap. She's like Dragon Ball Z wave dash, and my home attack actually failed there. I'm dead. I can't get out of it. I think I need to use the time hat for that. Alright, I skipped all the cutscenes because it actually took me back to before I even walked into the room, so I thought I would do that to, you know, minimise waiting and all that. She goes so far away that your home attack can't even reach, but that's the best attack to use against her. Don't use the brewing hat. It may not even home in that well. I'm going to use the stop hat to get away from her. Yeah, you may have control over time, but my hat can actually slow down the flow, so even if you're warping around, I can still out-dodge you. As long as I have this equipped. We got the tinfoil, and we're going to use it. You can't read my mind. Oh! Duped! Oh, this is bad. I don't have the... Oh, I actually dodged it during just basic speed. So you can dodge it that way, so it is dodgeable without the time hat. I'm guessing that's how speedrunners would actually dodge it. Just pop it off just to dodge and then pop it off again.
She can get lost! Mustached Girl is not welcome here! Mafia say get lost!
That's right, get lost! No one wants you here. Isn't that right, big lad?
Just a little nod.
This alternate reality stinks. Get lost!
Get lost! Ain't that right, gang? Get lost! Get lost! So.
Yeah, get lost!
What? But I'm fixing everything. No more bad guys. Why can't you see that I'm doing this for all of us? How can you stand behind these people? They're crooks, criminals, and you're helping them.
Well, I kind of need my timepieces back that you stole? On many occasions? Our goals kind of just be the same, stopping you. I just want my stuff back. I'm neutral.
This ends now.
Alright, I'm not using the time hat for... Oh, my hats aren't loading. My hats aren't loading. Alright, we're going to dodge this infinite space thing going on right here. I didn't dodge that very well. There we are. Our hats have loaded. Sorry if the bitrate looks bad. That's YouTube's fault. I'm trying to change back to my normal hat. Right, so in this stage of massive energy proportions, she's got Kamehameha beams. She's still wave dashing. She's a Dragon Ball Z villain. I'm gonna die. She can make these black lasers of anti-time just appear out of nowhere, similar to how the things appear for the outhouse. She can spawn these black beams with timepieces that she chucks on this spatial floor, and everyone around us is just watching us, keeping our spirits high. And oh, I got a couple of ponds out of that. Thanks, guys. Everyone is on our backs for the same reason, really just to put a stop to her.
Little Hat Kid can't even hit evil Mustached Girl. We have to help.
You got it, lad. Let's give her something she can jab at, that little red nuisance, so she'll get lost. Let's roll. Little girl, give us a shove right into that red lass's ugly mug.
I would say that's rude, but they're actually contributing to the battle. All we gotta do is walk into the Mafia ball and kick it into her face. She won't see it coming, and the forces of whatever that are happening right now in this rainbow psychedelic battlefield, she can't dodge it if she doesn't see it coming. But if she sees us coming, which is what she's focused on... Oh, okay, I almost got hit a couple of times there. Every time we approach her, she's going to warp away. We have to hit her with the Mafia ball, because she'll main with the Kamehameha in this phase of the battle. She's now got a force field we need to smash through. Oh, that didn't work. The home attack actually failed there. It kind of whiffed. Oh, I didn't get out of it. That's bad. I can't hit her.
Let's sign a contract to make this girl get lost. Once and for all.
So, does signing contracts give him power?
Alright, let's go. I'll create, you grow.
So that's how he gets his power. He can just do anything as long as he has the power to do it, and I guess a contract gives him the soul power in order to do it. That's probably what it is. But yes, Habah! She dodged it! Oh no, that's not good. Alright, I dodged that at least. Right, Habah! Oh, come on. She even warped into it and it still didn't hit. That sucks. Perfect! Nailed that attack, but she caused a shockwave which hit me. I need a few pawns, guys. Hug the wall. Her shield is gone, so if we're able to hit her... Oh, no, never mind. Need another cherry snatcher. Thank you. Can I grab that? Oh, no, I didn't jump in time. I hit the ground too early. Alright, we're back to where we were before. That took a while. The whole battle reset. There were no checkpoints in between phases. Just these shockwaves were screwing me over. You can't jump really high with something in your hands. And you can't double jump with something in your hands. So, it's kind of annoying in order to actually, you know, be fine. And I just barely missed the hit there, which sucks. Last time she had the shield down for quite a while. Maybe it's when she's still doing attacks. She can't renew it. Oh, no. This is bad. You know what? Screw it. No, I promised I'm not going to use hats for this battle. For this segment of the battle, so we're not going to do that. I could be using my Kamehameha weapon myself, but it takes time to charge it up. Yeah, that actually hit. There we are! Oh, 2 hits! That's rare. That's rareware. Collectathon joke. I can actually hit her again if I could. Nope, she's renewed her shield. I need another cherry snatcher. And I actually need more health as well at this point. Here, bear! That actually homed in! Wow! That was not intended at all. Nailed that one at least. No! Oh, I was in the middle of a jump. Where is she right now? I've lost her. There she is. Oh, I got her with the backswing. I need some more health, guys. No. Yeah. No, I don't want to get hit again. No! God damn it! Okay, I feel like we're back to where we were because that was her third activation of the shield, which is where I was at before. I'm just going to wait for her to stop her shockwaves before I try to pick up the cherry. Right, here we are. Pick it up, chuck it! There we are, nailed it. Okay, whack her now. That was smooth. Oh, really? That was too quick. Come on. Okay, keep sliding, keep sliding. There we are. Maybe going back and forth is an easy way of doing it. And how did that end up under the floor? That's helpful, Snatcher. How'd you make a throw like... Well, he's not throwing them, it's the goat. How'd the goat make a throw like that? And she just friggin' footstooled me. You peckneck, what do you want about? Come here! Don't know how I dodged that, but I did. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Hit stuff through the barrier.
Oh, when Mafia explode, Mafia drop pawns. This gives Mafia an idea. Little Hat Girl need help to turn back time. If Mafia explode, Little Hat Girl get useful pawns. Mafia has to explode to save world. What? Plan is crazy. Hello, Mafia. No worry. If Little Girl succeed, Mafia come back when time rewinds. Now, punch me with all your might, fellow Mafia. No hesitation. Red-hooded girl, get lost! Hat Girl, here, take these!
They are killing each other to help us.
Those Mafia lads. So foolishly brave. But what's the point of living if I ain't got me train anyway? Alright, DJ Grooves. The two of us are gonna help this little hat lass. Get ready for a mean punch. And you aim for my face. That's my weak spot. This angry red lass needs to get lost.
You know, this is so touching that they're helping, but they're also killing themselves. For a good cause. This is so weird, adorable, cute, and messed up. And what a finale.
What is this? If everyone disappears but me, then I'd be all alone. Bad guys, stop it!
No, you're the bad guy. Get lost!
We don't need a hero. Get lost.
Get lost!
My powers are disappearing?
We have been charged with the life force of many characters. Only the few remaining are still helping us fight her, and she is going absolutely berserk with what she has left. But because of our health, we are now regenerating and hemorrhaging heart ponds up the butt. All we gotta do is just tank through the barrage, tow her in this shit, and whack her a good one. All for DJ Grooves, all for the conductor, all for the Mafia. Let's go. And for the timeline. And teach her a lesson to get lost. Come here, you. Get down here so I can actually whack you. I can't actually get a chance to hit her. There we are. One homing attack. Took a while. Oh, we got hit, but we're hemorrhaging health. It's fine. We are literally sparkling with invincibility. The music is so hype right now. Things are flashing, particle effects everywhere. The bitrate is getting absolutely destroyed. I apologise for that. I can't change that. Even on low settings, I think it's this intense. And it's still running pretty smooth considering. And I just cannot get close to her. Hit her! I keep trying to home attack. It ain't working. Oh, and then I got hit in midair when I could have actually done so. God damn it. Come here, you. No, you're right on top of me. There we are. She can't take much more abuse. There we are, that's another hit. Not really much to say at this point. Just gotta keep on landing the hits if possible. And save everyone. Come on! I don't actually think it's possible to die at this point unless you take too many hits too quickly. But that mostly won't happen because of invincibility frames. As soon as you get hit, you pretty much recover. You cannot be beaten. That's it! That's violent. And it's just a cluster of all the ones she stole, as well as the ones she stole to begin with, or found by herself. You know, kind of feel bad. All she wanted to do was help out, like stop the Mafia from invading her hometown. And we just literally smacked her face into the ground, anime slide head first. And she can barely get up. In fact, if we look at her face when she gets up. Hat kid, there's no time to be jumping. That's rude. You ruined the moment. But she is a chaotic neutral after all. But I do feel bad for Moustache Girl. But these are ours. And she did mess up the timeline considerably. We need to fix the timeline. All 40 timepieces. Timeline's restored. Hang on, Hat Kid just realised something. The animation's so adorable. Love it. What's she looking for? She must have such hawk eyes. Drop a timepiece down and lend the red-hooded girl some timepiece power to defeat the Mafia. You may not be able to make it all the way home. As far as I'm aware, this choice does not impact anything unless the DLC that's coming very soon, or probably already out, or even just before this video comes out, confirms it or not. But it probably would be confirmed at the time of release. I'm not entirely too sure what the right decision is, but personally, I feel bad, and we want to rekindle our friendship. We know why she took them. She just needs to understand why we needed them all back. But with only one timepiece, she can't do much. She had to invade our ship to take a majority of them in order to do the damage she caused. With only one, she might not be able to do too much, and it's more of a sign of friendship than anything else. And even if we might make it all the way home, in time, we might be able to make it back eventually. I want to chuck one down. Yep. course. Somehow the vault can just suck them all in, but I think you still need a new lock. Hat Kid. Wasn't exactly the most secure if Moustache Girl could just pop it open. We got everything. Time to blast off home. That didn't work. Oh, I love this bit. That hat flick, I love it. The DM animation is just adorable. That's our problem!
Don't leave us!
Hey, kiddo! Let's make another contract!
Maybe we shouldn't have made it a BFF contract, because now he wants to hang around with us all the time.
Oh, don't you dare leave, lass!
Let's watch our movie, darling!
We haven't actually done that. Thing is, we're already late enough as it is. Aww. That was a bit mean, but they care. That always gets me. And that is a Hat in Time until the DLC comes out, which will probably be tomorrow if this video goes up on the day that I think it will. Yeah, I actually got the Let's Play done before the DLC came out. I didn't expect that the DLC was actually going to be released soon enough, but it did. It was 4 episodes into the actual Let's Play or something, or like 10 episodes in, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, that is the true ending of A Hat in Time right there. I mean, it doesn't really change depending if you give a timepiece or not to Moustache Girl. It was actually supposed to show her knocked out in Mafia Town, but it didn't actually do that for some reason. Maybe it didn't load quick enough. That's my computer's fault. But yeah, that is, there we are, directed by, 2D art team, directed by Jenna Brown, there we go. Oh my god, this game is so, it's cute as heck. That's its slogan, and it lives up to the name. It's so beautifully crafted. It's Gears for Breakfast's first game as far as I'm aware. It's so good, it is so adorable, such a fun game, harkens back to Super Mario Sunshine, Spyro, Banjo-Kazooie, Wind Waker in terms of the like visual art style, or the way that it became, or maybe, some people say it's not, it's better, but I would actually agree, and that ending is so nice to watch, and all you gotta do in order to see that again is just beat the finale again, so you can see it as many times as you want as far as I'm aware. And yeah, that's typically not it though, because there's actually, on the PC version at this time of recording, there's actually one thing you do actually get for 100% completion, and of course getting all trophies on PlayStation would have had the Platinum trophy show up, which I would have edited in, so that would have already happened. And yeah, as soon as I beat this game, I got it pretty much soon after it came out on PC Steam, and that I opted into the beta soon after I completed the game to see what was going on, and now obviously it's been built into the main game. And then we had the level developer commentary, and then we had the DLC announcement, and none of those factored into my plans for this Let's Play, and this took a hell of a lot of planning. In fact, episodes when I was recording them actually went a little bit longer than expected, so I had to actually redo episodes and have a bunch of backups on my of my save data on my computer in order to balance it out, because episodes went way too long. My original plan was to finish on episode 18. This is episode 22. It went on 4 episodes longer, but my route didn't change. I just had to split it up a tad more. And I didn't have to do the Rift Roulette all the time with my tokens. Could just kept them all to keep better track, but you know, I'm already writing it down, so I already know. So that's a thing. And I like how we get one more final look at all the characters here, including the Twilight Bell goat there, actually. I thought it was just lighting, but no, it's actually his model. That's interesting, that. But yeah, that is A Hat in Time. It is definitely one of the best indie games I've ever played. Definitely the best indie platforming game I've ever played. It's basically a Mario game, but it's way better. It's only got 40 timepieces, but the missions are so much more involved. They're not just scattered around the place in a sandbox level. There's a lot of story, there's a lot of polish and love into the game. And we're not done yet. We've got way much more to do. Because as we're playing the PC version, we've got mods to show off. We're going to have a new series called Hats Off to You. I'm not going to be starting that immediately after this. But we are going to be having a bonus episode covering a few mods because of the achievements that you can get. And then after we finish with Hats Off to You, we'll have one more episode where it'll be a bonus in the main game for the final Steam PC mod exclusive achievement. Which is tied to having 30 mod timepieces collected because it's 30 mod because they become mod rift tokens. And Hat Kid's made it home. She's got a slightly different bed with a different wall. She's got all the stuffed toys around which she didn't have before. I believe that drawer at the side there is different. It definitely looks different. But that's it. That's Hat in Time. There's only one thing left to do. Check our file, go back in and collect our currently at the time of recording PC exclusive completion bonus. Yep, back to the title screen. We didn't have to quit the game, we didn't have to load it back up. It actually saves your data as soon as you beat the final level because we now have 100%. We have a star on our save file, just like my other files that I had. I experimented with mods on this one, and obviously that's my just vanilla 100% completed file that I practiced with. That was before the modding beta, that's why it's old, and obviously number 5 is my backup. But you can see that only the timepieces equal to 100%, as I said at the beginning of this project. Yes, the yarn is different, but I've already mentioned that. It's because the time hat actually costs more yarn than it did before to stitch, but the mod rift tokens, we're going to be dealing with that in the next episode. For now though, let's go back into our file one last time and claim our reward for 100% completion. And for some reason it's counted as an intruder alert. Yeah, as I've said before, this does not happen in the console versions because it doesn't appear. Apparently it's a bug, so it could be fixed. But at the moment, it doesn't actually appear in console versions at the time of this recording. All we want to do is go back into the lab down here. Where, of course, I've said before that Rift would normally be in the mailroom in consoles currently. But since mods are in the way, that's a thing. But here's our Prezi. Let's go back to our hat and Kid's hat. But it's not no ordinary hat flare. Completionist Kid's hat. It's the exact same as any of the other hat flares or the original hat that Hat Kid starts off with. It just targets the nearest point of interest. The only difference is the bow itself has a checkered pattern and it's way more designer than before. It's basically like a nice completion crown in a way for you to actually finish the game off. But with that, guys, until we install some more mods, because you know I've got a whole bunch of them in here. Little sneak peek for you right here so you can see what we're going to be activating. And I've got to reinstall the pajama mod because that could cause me a lot of problems during the project for some bizarre reason. But yeah, that's it for Hat in Time. So, with that, guys, I will see you guys next time on the channel for Hats Off to You once we begin it. We'll also be covering the co-op DLC sometime after it's released, the Sealed Deal DLC, as well as Snatcher's Death Wish missions. I'll be covering once I have planned my route on how to do those myself. Not too sure when that will be done, but it will be covered at some point. May do a stream on playing it blind, but I'm not entirely too sure. Since this is a 100% walkthrough, I want to keep it professional and know what I'm doing, or competently know what I'm doing, because we did have a few screw-ups, but that happens, you know. And obviously, until, you know, November rolls around, because originally September was going to be the end, we were going to be going to Spyro, but since that's not happening, might be taking a bit of a break, because I am feeling a little bit burnt out, but at the same time, I'm really itching to get to the South Park Fractured But Whole DLC, because I have the whole season pass. All the DLC came out pretty much right after I started this project of Hat in Time, so might be hopping into that, and plus it's blind, so I can play it at my own pace. You guys are just going to be along for the ride. So with that, guys, the main Let's Play of A Hat in Time is complete. 100% all consoles covered, all differences notified, all achievements covered, and yeah, see you guys next time for when we cover the DLC, and Hats off to you, developers, and mod creations and communities. See you guys next time.